too many choices. If you've ever spent time deliberating over the new pair of earrings, the new ring, and you've got it wrong, or maybe you were buying for someone else and you had no idea, I have the answer. Do it yourself. All you need is a weekend, a bucket load of patience, and some expert tuition from Eckart Schillings.
Okay, guys, we're ready now. We're going to start working with the jeweller saw.
The experienced jeweller shares his knowledge as part of his jewellery school at Parisian on the Sunshine Coast. Why copper to start with? Is it an easier metal to work with?
Copper is very close to, it behaves very similar to silver and gold, but because you're a beginner, you want to make your mistakes in copper and not in silver or gold. But having said that, if you can cut copper the right way, you will have no problems with silver or gold.
If you think you'll be setting stones by midday, think again. For L-platers, start simple. Time to put on my concentrating face.
People often ask me, Eckart, for sure there must be a smart machine that does all that. In reality, all jewelers still work with a jeweler's saw because it's so easy to use. We can cut anything with our hands really fast.
The course runs for a day and a half, and each is made up of no more than 7 people. Every member will leave the class with 2 different pieces of silver jewellery. Do people come for special occasions to make a piece for an occasion?
We had people coming in to make their own wedding rings, which was really, really sweet. And I had no idea. They booked in for the course, and first lesson they said to me, Eckart, we have to tell you why we're really here. We want to make our own wedding rings. I said, wow, that's cool.
It's actually hard to believe there's precious metal under there. It doesn't look so good now, but trust me, later it will. I hope. In addition to the weekend classes, Eckart also runs long and more in-depth courses that teach everything from enamel work to gem setting. And are you finding that after all this time you're still learning?
It's never ending.
Bronwyn took part in the course to learn how to transform her fused glass work into wearable art. I'm looking at them thinking you must have a lot of patience, because to get your glass pieces to begin with and then to spend so long getting them just right and not damage your glass to actually make the jewellery pieces.
It's the love of doing it that gives you the patience.
Here you go, there's a finished ring.
Quite a transformation from that to that.
Looks different.
Jewellery making aside, the weekend course is a good excuse to spend some time on the coast. Parisian Beach is situated south of Noosa and north of Coolum, lined by beaches and peppered with accommodation. Now this is design even Eckart would approve of. This 5-bedroom home is split over 2 levels. It's a great option for a large family or a number of families holidaying together. The owners had an old beach shack on the property for more than a decade before they finally decided to build back in 2010, so they knew it very well, taking best advantage of the views and the breezes. To inquire about staying at 29 Plover Street or a range of other holiday rentals in the area, the local real estate agent should be your first port of call. A weekend workshop with Eckart costs $380 per person and includes materials. Classes are held 6 times a year, but you'll want to get in early because they regularly book out.